Hello, I'm doing this video to say why I was disappointed not to speak to more people tonight at the prayer meeting and the person that I spoke to at the barbecue. Look, I was disappointed I didn't speak to the person who I spoke to at the barbecue because, listen, it's one of them things I've said before. I'm not going to speak to everybody and that person every time, every week. It's not going to, do you know what I mean? It's not. Look, there's nothing. What I will say, is there's nothing. There's no fallout whatsoever. Completely. Do you know what I mean? As worship, as I mean, and like I said, I've said tonight. I mean, they were on the piano tonight and doing worship. So I've already said how good they were with the worship tonight. How good the worship was tonight. And do you know what I mean? Listen, it's like. You're not going to speak. I'm not going to speak to them every week. It's as simple as that. It doesn't mean. Listen, doesn't mean there's no problems. No fallout whatsoever. Just like I said, sometimes you just got to. Because listen, I've been in situations where I've tried. Do you know what I mean? Things I've tried to get too close. I've tried to do so and so's happened, and then. Do you know what I mean? Listen, what I would listen. Obviously, it makes people very uncomfortable, and it will be. Listen, it would be stupid and absolutely ridiculous to just. Do you know what I mean? If I weren't able to go to prayer meeting because or church because of the safeguarding. Do you know what I mean? And this is what I'm saying. Like, not speaking to them every week. It's not being possible about speaking to them every week because the truth is they don't need to speak to me every week. It's if I speak to them, great. I spoke to one of them. Well, I spoke to two people anyway, so it's not like, do you know what I mean? I can't be unhappy, can I? So look, at the end of the day, I go to church to take my mind off things. I want like prayer meeting. I want to take my mind off things. I want to switch off from my work. I don't want to think about my work because the work sometimes it's been like the game before. Listen, there was a lot that went on which I don't want to talk about. Do you know what I mean? It's a lot anyway. A lot went on. And look, I think prayer meeting for me is absolutely perfect. It's for me, it's perfect for me. In this situation, it's perfect. And the thing is, you're not going to speak to people. I'm not. I know. I have to understand. Sorry, I don't know what I meant there. No, no. I have to understand that I'm not. I'm probably not going to be able to speak to them every week. And that's okay. I spoke to him on Sunday. So, look, we spoke on Sunday. Don't necessarily have to just try and speak. Do you know what I mean? I mean, if I speak to him, I speak to him. If I don't speak to him, I don't speak to him. But there's probably a lot of people probably didn't speak to anyway. I mean, I don't think I remember speaking to the person who leads the church with this person. So I don't think I spoke. I mean, they didn't really speak to me either. So it's not like, do you know what I mean? It's not like you really have to speak to these people. And that's where I probably have gone wrong in the past. I've tried to do things. I've tried to overdo things. I've tried to be around the people. I've tried to be around people. Maybe that's why it went all wrong at Greenbelt in the past. Maybe I try to get too close, and do you know what I mean? I think, you know what I mean? I try to get too close. I try to overdo things, and when you're speaking to people every week like that, and you just go in and try and speak to them, it does make things a bit tricky. And the last thing I'd want to do is me not being sorry, me not being able to go to church. Because, like I say, church is everything to me. It's everything to me, really. I think, like, for me, church is perfect. And like I say, it helps me switch off with my work. My work obviously gets. Do you know what I mean? Work is demanding, but them being there, I mean, the good thing is that, you know, maybe, you know, I might have a chance on Sunday. So even if I didn't speak to anyone today, I might have the chance on Sunday. So I have to bear in mind that I may be able to speak to him on Sunday. So anyway, it's what it is, and it's something that you will have to accept, and I need to accept.